Hello, my lovely people. Welcome or welcome back to the channel here. I am Empath Divine, your intuitive reader, and I hope this video finds you well here. This is going to be a pick a card read for what is going on currently in your journey here, okay? Your soul journey here. So we're going to do a pick a card from 1 to 3, all right? And just make sure you take what resonates. And if you feel like you're stuck to more than one of the messages, you may have more messages. So if you look inside of the comment section, you will see that the timestamp will be pinned in, okay? And just want to thank you all for being here, okay? And may you continue to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell button if you want your own personal read or what could be going on in your own soul journey messages right now. Feel free to look in the description box, and community tab to book. Let's get started here. So we have three quotes here that you can choose from, okay? So this is the first quote that will be representing for pile number 1. We have, when it rains, look for rainbows. The second one for pile number 2 will be, love is all you need, okay? And the third one will be, here is, you only live once, okay? So that will be the piles here, and I'm getting ready to get started, okay? Alrighty, pile number 1. This is you for your affirmation here. When it rains, look for rainbows, okay? So I love that affirmation message for you. So I want to pull out anything that can come out karmic-wise right now in your journey currently that could be releasing out of your energy, and it possibly could be like what you may need to work on as well too, okay? So let's see what's going on, Spirit, with pile number 1 here on their current journey. You know, what's going on with their current physical and soul journey here? What karmics are being removed for their highest good? What's going on here? Okay. I feel like y'all are standing up to someone. You know, it's just kind of giving me a vibe that some of you are standing up to someone. We have bad soul ties here. Like, I don't know if I feel like y'all are standing up to, yeah, because it's saying here releasing abandonment issues. So I feel like, and then we have self-hate. Yeah, I feel like in your path, in your journey here, your bad soul ties don't always have to mean relationships either, like love wise. It can even be like family, I feel too. And I feel like in your journey here, you're standing up to someone because, you know, this has caused you to have a lot of suppressed emotions about yourself. Self-hate, you know, hating things about yourself, not liking things about yourself, you know, suffering from a lot of negative thoughts here. You constantly think negative about yourself. Like, anytime you make a mistake here, immediately you go to the negative box, and you just start thinking how you're not good at anything. You can't amount to anything. And I feel like pile 1, a lot of this has a lot to do with what you endured in your childhood, what you endured growing up, because we also have release and abandonment issues here. So I feel like abandonment issues had a lot to do with your relationships. So I feel like with bad soul ties, yes, pile 1, this could definitely have a lot to do with relationships that you dealt with. I felt like you attracted a lot of narcissists, abusive type people in your relationship. And I feel like a part of you deep down inside in your soul is like, you knew that this was not good for you, but at the same time you accepted it because you felt like, you know, well, this is what I need. Like, because when someone suffers from abandonment issues, it's like you don't want to feel alone, so you put up with anything. But I feel like all of this stems from your childhood, you know, feeling neglected, not knowing what it felt like to be loved, to have a hug, someone to understand you. And I feel like a lot of the self-hate and negative talk has to be things that people said towards you. Anytime you made a mistake, people felt like you did the horriblest thing of your life. So I feel like in your journey here, these are things that you're working on. I definitely feel that for you, pile 1. I don't know, I just really feel like you guys are working very hard at releasing these things, you know, releasing abandonment issues, you know, really getting to the root problem about why you have abandonment issues. Why is it so hard for you to let go of things? Because I feel like the abandonment issues, the things you have a hard time of letting go of is unhealthy attachments. It's not good attachments, you know. Or sometimes too, abandonment issues still could be something healthy. Like, for example, you can be in a relationship with somebody, right? And let's say the person went a day without speaking to you. You find yourself in this negative thought process, and you're going off. You're automatically thinking that the person is cheating on you, and it could have been they broke their phone. Like, that's an abandonment issue. That's like something clicking. So I feel like pile 1, in your soul journey, you are getting to this root problem here. Bad soul ties, you are letting this go. I definitely feel that. I feel like bad soul ties, like I said, it has a lot to do. It could be a certain person you keep attracting, or It could be multiple people you're attracting, but they all have the same in common. And then I also feel too, even with family, you're just letting a lot of things go here. Yeah, because it's like I'm hearing you're pouring out things too. So that is very powerful here, what you are doing in your journey here for your highest good here, okay? What else is surrounding pile one here in their journey here, Spirit? Let's give them a journey message here. What's going on for pile one? What else can they expect? Yeah, your beacon. I feel like you're rising above to the podium here. You're standing up for yourself. I feel like this beacon to me looks like this is your stage here, and you're standing up. Like I definitely feel that, like, because all these colors give the chakras, and it's like you're aligning yourself. And I feel like you're standing up on your pain here. It's like you're no longer running from it. Like you're owning up. I feel like you're owning up to a lot of things, because no one's perfect. You're realizing, hey, I attracted a lot of these things because I didn't take care of this. I didn't heal this. Like, I just really feel like you're standing up. Like, this beacon gives me your testimony. Like, I feel like in your journey and path, like you're telling your testimony, and this is helping you to grow. So like I said, this is why I feel too, pile one, that you guys are doing a lot. Like, listen, healing is never going to be easy for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really feel everybody's 100% healed, because you're going to always think about something. Something's always going to make you reminisce here. But what I feel like is that you're making a lot of progress here, right? It's like, how can I become the best version of myself if I don't admit to self that something's wrong here? So I definitely feel like you are blossoming. And it's interesting because even looking at how the sun is shining on the rose here, you're the rose here, and you're getting ready to sprout and open up here. And it's kind of resonating with your affirmation that you pick: when it rains, look for rainbows. Like, I feel that, okay? Anything else here for pile one in their current journey here, Spirit? What else they need to know? What else is surrounding them? Yeah, see? You're following your bliss here. See what I'm saying? It's like you're in this path that you're removing all the blockages so that you can go forward here. Because at first it came out reverse here. So I feel like even growing came out reverse. So I feel like at one point, you weren't making moves here. You didn't even know who you were, because underneath all of who you really was all these traumas and imperfections. So I feel like as of lately, you've been removing everything off your path here, and this is helping. Just like the sun here, okay? You're blossoming out here, okay? You're no longer fixating yourself on a limited belief system as well too, pile one. So this is beautiful. So I do feel in your soul journey and path here, like you are finding out who you are truly as a person and what it is you want to do. Because you're in this part of your life that you're like, listen, I no longer want this past to hold me back anymore, What else is surrounding pile one here on their current journey? Excuse me. There it is, infinity. See? Unlimited belief here. Unlimited potential here. You're realizing that you have the potential here to make anything happen. You see how that arrow is pointing towards that circle here? That's like you can do this, so I really feel like you are realizing that you can make things happen. See, we have crown here, and you're definitely stepping in your personal power here. It's like you guys are repainting the picture back up in your life here. You're like, you know what? I'm going to repaint my picture. I'm going to tell my story here. So I definitely feel like a lot of personal perseverance is coming into your energy here. This is beautiful here. I love this for you, pile one. I mean, I know it's hard here. I know there's a lot of ups and downs inside your journey here, but it's like you're not letting that stop you. Anything else surrounding pile one, Spirit, for their highest good? What's going on in their current journey here? Their journey, what's going on? Look at that, the Lovers. Gemini energy. You could be a Gemini. You don't have to be an Ace of Wands. Look at this. This is beautiful here. You guys are stepping in your power here. I feel like you guys are tapping into your feminine and masculine energy here, and you're finding out who you are. And you're definitely, with the Death card, you could be a Scorpio, you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But the point of this is like you're putting an end to things, right? You're realizing, in order, for me to move forward, I have to make peace with things that do not serve me. So, I feel like you guys are definitely in this part of your journey that you are listening to what your soul is telling you. You are learning to follow your bliss here. I feel like with the Ace of Wands here, you guys are loving yourself more. You're working on loving yourself more. You are working on following your goals and your passions here. You're not letting, society around you or the people around you or the past to put a cap on what it is that you want. You probably, some of you are even deciding to embark on a spiritual journey. Some of you could be deciding to go to school again. Some of you could be deciding to embark on a business. I just really feel like you're in this journey that you're doing what is going to benefit for you. You are focusing on, what can I do for long term? What can I do to bring stability into my life here? So that is beautiful here, guys. I really feel like that, like you're really listening to what the soul is telling you. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, we have 3 of Cups here. I definitely feel in your journey here, you are definitely attracting a lot of I feel like you're attracting a lot of high vibrational people, because I feel like another thing in your journey here, you didn't make the best of friends. Like, you were very terrible in making friends here. I feel like the friends you made, Power One, they just used you. And they used you because you was a powerful light source here. Okay, you were a powerful light source here, and they known that, and they were just using you and manipulating you and draining you and talking about you. And I feel like you have been canceling a lot of friends. So for some of you, Power number 1, in this journey, you could already have met your soul tribe family, and that means people that was with you in the spiritual realm. You guys all signed a contract that y'all will meet up in the earth's plane, no matter how many years it is, to be friends. I feel like you're attracting that already in your life, or this is going to come in very shortly. You're going to bring those high vibrational people. And I feel like, you're really realizing that, like, listen, like, people really do like me, because I feel like at one point, Power One, you felt like you had to be a certain way to get people to like you, and again, that stemmed from childhood. And you're like, no, I'm going to be my damn self. I don't have to feel like I got to be fake or whatever to fill in, I also feel with the 2 of Cups being reversed here, I feel like too, you let go of a lot of relationships that don't serve you. I definitely feel like that. I feel like you let go of relationships that don't serve you. You guys, with the bad soul ties, I feel like you attracted a lot of karmic connections here. But you know how the saying is, until you understand why this is happening, you're going to keep attracting it. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. And look at that. We have the High Priestess. You could be a Pisces or Cancer as well too. But you're very in tune with yourself here, guys. I love this. You're very in tune with self. You're learning to trust yourself. And that's actually good to see that come out, because one of the things you suffer from was negative thoughts, not trusting yourself. But you're getting very aligned and connected to spirit. I do feel like this too. A lot of you are tapping into your spiritual gifts here. I do feel for some of you, Power number 1, you definitely could be psychics. And you're starting to tap into your gifts here. Any other messages here? What's going on Pal's 1 current journey? Thanks for it. Yeah, okay. I love this cat, Bodega Cat. Cat signifies spirituality with you being connected. You're being very connected with source here. You're very connected with self. You're connecting to your higher self here. Yeah, we have crossroads here. Exactly. Like, I feel like you guys are definitely removing a lot of blockages out of your life here, because I feel like you felt stuck, like you were at a crossroad, but I feel like you're doing something. I just feel forward movement here with you guys, Power 1. I feel like you're following what your heart is telling you. A lot of you could be moving, wanting to move here, I'm hearing something about Broadway. Like, maybe you guys are deciding to do acting. Like, it's just a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of things that put a cap on your happiness, you're doing it. Yeah, we have the Messenger here. Like, I feel like you're very connected here. I feel like Source speaks to you very so often to definitely tell you the time is right. I feel like right now, as we speak currently in your journey, I feel like your spiritual team is telling you, Power One, that it's time for you to make a leap here as well too. So there could even be some forward movement that you guys are deciding to embark on, on your journey here. Okay. So I'm just going to give you this extra card. I really didn't intend to put this out for everybody, but I'm just going to see what else. And then we're going to end it with an affirmation. Anything surrounding Power One on their journey here? Look at that. 12-12. Walking a new path here. You definitely could be seeing 12-12. You could even be a Sagittarius, because December 12th gives me that vibe. So you even could be a Sagittarius as well too. Look at that. Surrendering your concerns to the divine here. I'm telling you, you're no longer letting stress deteriorate you. Number 888, your dreams are turning into prosperity. There's a lot of good things getting ready to happen on your path here, guys. There's a lot of changes that's getting ready to happen for your highest good, with your stability and your money too as well. Okay, you have a lot of archangels around you. You have Archangel Ariel and Archangel Gabriel. So if I were you guys, if you don't know about these archangels, feel free to look them up. Pinterest will help you, and call in them. Say some prayers to them, because Archangel Ariel is helping you with your finances, your career, your stability, what you need. And Archangel Gabriel is helping you with your creativity, communication, and your third eye chakra here. Okay, if you guys don't know who these archangels is, they definitely are helping you out here. with your chakras to help align you. Okay, so a lot of big things is starting to happen here on your journey here, pile number one. I feel like you're doing it. Let's end it with an affirmation here. So we have, today I'll make a difference. Today I will stay focused, work hard, and do my very best at everything I do. And then we have, today I would not compare. Today I would not compare myself to others, and I will find true peace in my own life. Yeah, I feel like that's like resonating what I said about how in your journey you always have a tendency to worry about what others are doing here. So this is really beautiful here, guys, with speaking here on your journey. And I hope that this resonated for your highest good here, pile one. Okay, beautiful read here. Pile two, this is going to be for you. Love is all you need. So let's see what's going on here currently on your soul journey and soul path here for your highest good. So we are going to pull out some karmic cards here to see what possibly could be releasing out of your energy right now on your current soul journey, your path here. Or it may come out as something you may need to work on, okay? What karmics are being released out of pile two's current journey. Okay, Spirit, let's see. Give me a minute and we'll talk about it. Anything else? Is there anything else, Spirit? I feel like I got one more. Okay. Alrighty. Let's just elaborate on it 1 second. Okay. Pile two, there's a lot that you guys have been dealing with in your journey. I feel like you guys had a really rough childhood. I feel like pile two, some of you were either the oldest child or you were the youngest child. And if you were the youngest child, you had a lot of siblings and you had to be the oldest, because I'm hearing caretaker. Like, I don't know if some of you could have had a mother or a father who was a narcissist and they drank a lot, and you always cleaned up behind them. Like, you didn't really get a chance to experience your own childhood because you were so busy parenting your parent. Instead of them being the parent towards you, you were being the parent towards them. And if others, it could be that you had a lot of siblings growing up. So whether you were the oldest, or like I said, or like that middle, or maybe that baby child, you had to run behind them. And it's like there was a lot of neglect, I felt, for some of you. Okay, so please take what resonates with this. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but there's a lot that you dealt with. Okay, so we have a pain stemming from early childhood, and I feel like whatever this pain was that you dealt with, it was very traumatic on you, and it caused a lot of depression, okay, in your life here. And for some of you, even if it's not like that kind of trauma of a narcissist or toxic parent, it could very be much that you guys lost a parent. You know, maybe some of you lost the parents to violence, you know, and or lost a parent to cancer or something of that sort. But it's something that just it just turned on the trauma light, and it just kept going, you know. And what's interesting is I look at this karmic house. I feel like some of you live in a family house and it has a lot of trauma behind it. Okay, it has a lot of trauma behind it. So some of you may live in a family home and you're probably noticing like it's so chaotic, and the home that you're living in, it's only a healing home. Now, I want you guys to look up about this, because karmic comes in all forms here. Karmic is not only about relationships and family. A karmic could be a job. It could be a home that you're staying in. It could be a city and state you're living in. And there usually is a lot of connections with your ancestors behind this and you in previous lifetimes. So I feel for you, pile number two, and I feel like you guys are connecting the dots, but maybe some of you listening to this pile probably like, oh, wow, this makes sense. So this might be a big confirmation for you in this read. But for some of you, you may live in this house still, and there's a lot of trauma. So what's happening is that it's time for you to heal. This house is only for you to heal. And once you heal, all of a sudden you're going to find out you're moving. You don't want to live there anymore. You're going to sell the house, whatever the case is. For others, it can be that you don't live in this house at all no more, right? But every time you dream, it always takes you back to this house. And I always say, like, you'll notice that, like, every time you have a dream, it's always back to your childhood house, so the house that you had all the pain in. And it's because you need to heal. So until you heal physically, then you won't see this house appear anymore. But I feel like for a good amount of you, pal, too, you are working on it right now. And then gradually you're going to start learning from it, okay? So I do feel, pal, too, you deal with a lot of depression here. And, you know, depression, anxiety, these are all real things that happen mentally. But depression and anxiety is always something alarm. It's an alarm to get trigger. It triggers. Basically, that's what it is. That's like somebody's pulling the silent alarm or pulling the fire alarm, and it starts going off like crazy. We know the sound that it makes. That's what depression and anxiety is doing to you. And it's doing that to get your attention. So it's going to cause all these side effects because it's something bigger. So I do feel you guys are starting to get that. But I do feel a lot of you guys, it says releasing depression linked to a repeated cycle. So it's this cycle that keeps going around and around and around. And it's like that merry-go-round, and you're not stopping it. You know, it's like you're just looking at it. So it's because you need to stop it. So I do feel you guys are definitely getting to the root source of the problem here. But like I said, for some of you, this may make sense and go, oh my gosh, this is exactly what it is here. So I do feel for some of you, if you're not really healing on it right now, you will begin to heal on it. You will begin to heal on it, and then you will see improvement, because of course this depression and whatever this pain that you are stemming from your childhood, that is affecting you to love. You know, it's interesting. These cards came out, and your affirmation is love is all you need. And that could be stemming from, you know, your love life, or it could be affecting of how you love people and give love and things of that sort, okay? And I will say for some of you, if you are going still through this depression and you didn't get any help, I would highly suggest that, you know, you speak to someone, you know, speak to a spiritual coach, speak to a psychologist, speak to a therapist, you know, get some Reiki healing, you know, speak to a mental counselor. Just speak to someone to help you grasp this, okay? What else is surrounding our collective child number 2 spirit for their highest good? What else is happening on their soul journey here? What else is surrounding them? We have receive and we have clarity. Yeah, this is why I said too, I feel like you guys are working, a lot of you are working on what's going on here, and you're starting to understand, and your path here is that in order for me to receive the things that I deserve in my life, you know, I have to get to the root problem source here. I have to get to the root problem source here, because you guys definitely need clarity. You need answers, you need closure, you need peace. And I do feel for a good amount of you, you are working on that right now, and you are receiving that, okay? I do feel this receive tells me here too that there's a lot of good things coming in your life for you. It's getting ready to get handed towards you, okay? And it's because you're doing the inner work here. Thanks, Spirit. Yeah, see, I love this wholeness. You're going to feel whole again. You're going to feel complete. And I feel like, honestly, you never felt like this before. If you look at this circle, this is all the chakras being aligned here. And if you see at the bottom, there's a dark, like it's a moon, but to me, you know, third eye wise, this looks like a dark hole, and you're being pulled out of the darkness here. You get what I mean? So I feel like you guys never felt like that again. You never felt like that at all, excuse me. But you are going to be receiving the answers you need, and it's going to give you that clarity and that wholeness. So I will tell you guys here, whatever that you've been going through, you're not going to be feeling like this, you know, forever. Like, you're not going to feel like that. As long as you're making some type of progress here, guys, okay? Anything else for Tau 2 on their journey here? Beautiful. You have the butterfly. Yeah, this is so beautiful. You guys are a butterfly. You're a wounded butterfly that been through so much. You've been through so much. You are a beautiful soul here. And we all know the butterfly, spiritual wise, represents what? Transformation. It represents rebirth. And this is it. 22 tells me that this is the season I feel for you guys to, you know, to transform here. To spread your wings here. Yeah, look, don't you notice how they're both wings here? Butterfly wings, the wing of an airplane here, and then we have lightning and disruption. So I feel like what could be going on here is that Spirit's been waking you up here. You know, Spirit's been waking you up. Spirit's been sending some strong messages here. Look, to tell you, you have to follow your journey. It's time for you to follow your path here. See, this is giving the vibe here. You see how it's like a circle maze, and you're going around and around in a circle, and you have to find your way out. So I do feel like your spiritual team and your soul is saying, listen here, guys, it's time for us to find our way. If you notice, there's 2 wings. It's time for us to fly. We got to get out of this maze here. So I do feel you guys are getting yourself out, you know, of this maze here. It's time, because I feel like Your spiritual team did something powerful to wake you up, to make you, you know, wake up and do something about it, okay? You had a wake-up call. What else is surrounding Pile 2 Spirit for their highest good in their soul journey here? What else they need to know? Look at that Star card. And we're in Aquarius season. Some of you could be Aquariuses. This is the season of transformation. This is the season of healing. This is the season of releasing what does not serve you. Because with the Four of Swords tells me you've been through a lot here. And again, that Four of Swords is even resonating what I said about somebody probably having constant dreams about the pain that you endured here. And it's time for you to be free from this, okay? It's time. You don't have to be afraid here. See, love is all you need. Ace of Cups here. It is time. This is your year. This is your season, guys. You can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces too, but this is your season for you to be happy. You shouldn't have to carry on all this pain anymore with the Ten of Wands being reversed here. It's time for you to let go of this pain. You're carrying on all these things by yourself. Again, this is why I said I feel like some of you Pile number 2 were an oldest child, the baby, or maybe the middle sibling, and you had so much responsibility in your life. I feel like a lot of you didn't even get a chance to enjoy your childhood or even know what it feels like. You carry on so much, and it's time for you to be free. It's time for you to be happy. You know, I even feel like I gotta shuffle this again, guys, sorry, but I feel like even with the Ace of Cups, you know, that just tells me that the universe is prepared to give you everything you deserve here. You guys have a major blessing coming in. And if you look at that wing, that's like a dove. That signifies peace. See, Six of Wands here. It is time for you to get that recognition you deserve. It is time for you to get these blessings. It's coming in. I feel like also 2626 showed up on the clock. Feel free to look that angel number up. But I feel like with the Six of Wands, what's going to happen is I feel like you guys are going to stand in your power, and you're definitely going to be very vocal. If there's anybody you may need to express yourself with that has hurt you. But there's some celebrations coming in for you guys here. I'm telling you, by you stepping in your power and healing yourself here with this Knight of Swords and taking a leap here, you will be very happy of the outcome and source here, okay? And a lot of you, like I said, you could already be working on these things as well too. Anything else surrounding our collectives and their path here? Look at that, 999. A lot of you could be a life path number 9 here, okay? But look at those 9s. Releasing what no longer serves you. It's time, you know? It's time for you to be free here. Because these are just causing setbacks in your life here, right? No more settling for less, period. Look at that, 1010. Closing a chapter moment. You have the Ten of Wands here. It's time for you to close these chapters here. We have incoming voicemail. I feel like that has a lot to do with the Ace of Cups here. The Star card also talks about blessings as well too. So there's blessings trying to come in here. Look at that. You will be finding your true calling and your life purpose here. I definitely feel like you will be finding out what it is that's meant for you. But it has to include you healing first, right? It's like, listen, yep. 555. Your angels and your soul is telling you, Pile 2, it's time for a change. You can't see change until you get yourself prepared for change. Anything else for Pile 2 in their current journey here? Okay, yeah, the dandelion. This is showing that you're strong. You're stronger than what you feel like you are. You're very strong here. And whatever that you've been going through, you are going to prevail here. Look at that. You are leveling up. You no longer I feel like you're no longer going to be down anymore. You know, you're not going to be down and out on anything. Your money, your finances, your health, you're going up. You're rising above. You have a lot of things coming in here for you too. You got that number 100. Look that up too. That can be an angel number for you. We got the 99 again showing up. Look at that again. Look at these energies about going up. Don't it look like the person pressed this elevator button and then this is the door that opens up here? Success. See you on the other side. That means, you know, your soul is like, listen, get this work done because you're going to go on the other side, and the other side, not like that, y'all, but the other side is going to be the side of success and happiness here, okay? You know, continue to project that life that you want here. And if you look closely, there's a path that's clear. That's the street. But that signifies to me as a path being open for you guys. Last but not least, let's give you an affirmation. Affirmation for Pile number 2 for their highest good on this journey here. We have today I feel healthy. Today my mind is clear, my body is healthy, and my soul is at peace here. Beautiful. And we have today I feel worthy. Today I will accept all the wonderful things in this life. This is beautiful. Beautiful read for you guys here for a beautiful soul. And I hope that this resonates for you. And bye for now. Pile 3, this is going to be your message here for what you need to know in your current soul journey purpose. So you only live once here, okay? So we are going to pull out some karmic cards here, and this could be the karmics that's leaving out of your path right now in your journey, or you may see it as something you may need to work on. That wanted to come out. Anything else? For pile number 3 here, karmics being released out of their current journey here, Spirit. Anything else they may need to know? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Okay, the first card that came out, I seen that, and this is powerful here. You guys are breaking generational curses here. This is powerful. And a lot of you, Pile 3, probably already know what I'm talking about. It's very, very spiritual and kind here. You know, if you don't know what this is, but generational curses is definitely things that's coming from your ancestors, your bloodline, at the bloodline. You will notice it. You can see something in your energy, you know, that you see within yourself, that you constantly see repeatedly with your family members, right? Let's say, for example, you may have a problem with being selfish. You're selfish. Like, you don't want to help others. Like, you know, and then you realize, you look at that and you go, well, damn, my mother, my father, or grandmother, whoever, they do the same thing. And then I feel like you're starting to feel that that's a problem. And actually, that's a good sign to recognize that that's a problem. Right? To say to yourself, nah, something's not right. I don't want to be like this anymore. You know, I don't want to install this into my children, etc., etc. So I feel like you guys are seeing that. And then you got to think about it. There's a lot of toxic vibes in your family that, you know, everybody's sweeping stuff under the rug. There's a lot of trauma. You know, nobody wants to take accountability. You know, everybody just want to shout and argue and carry on. That's curses. That's cycles. So you are breaking it because you don't want this to repeat in your children's life, even if you don't have kids, but you don't want this to repeat in your life anymore. Okay, but I do feel a lot of you, pile number 3, do have kids and you don't want this to repeat. Or if you don't have children, you want kids and you're like, hey, I need to clean this up, because if I don't, this cycle, I can inherit this into my children. So I do feel like you guys are making really big, powerful moves when it comes to breaking a generational cycle, right? Let's say in your family, you know, you were abused as a child. You know, there was a lot of abuse. The first thing they do is hit, and they're using belts, shoes, whatever. You don't want to install that with your children. You want to do healthy ways of, you know, talking about things. You get what I mean? Like, you don't want to do harsh beatings. You get what I'm trying to say here? So that's breaking it. Let's say in your family, you notice that there's a lot of things with money. Money is very sacred in the family. You know, poverty is, you just noticing things. You want to break it. So I feel like, Pile 3, you are becoming very aware here. Now, when we have releasing selfish energy, you know, we got to be real here. I'm not here to knock anybody down or put you down, but I feel like a lot of you are very selfish, meaning you don't want to help people. You don't want to, you're very closed off. I feel like that it has a lot to do with what you stem through your bloodline of your family. But after a while, we have to realize when we become older and we become adults, that becomes accountability then. You get what I'm saying? Then that becomes, we have to start taking accountability for our actions. So I feel like you're starting to do that now. You're starting to take accountabilities for your action. So I even feel in your journey here, you are going to be using your voice. You're a very smart person. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius here. Or it's just, I channeled that as just being the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, but you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have it in your placements. But you are starting to use your voice, because I feel like, too, you have a tendency to be afraid and you don't like to speak up. You know, because I feel like sometimes you get deemed as hostile. So I feel like, too, you're starting to speak up for what's right. I feel like you are the how is they saying this? It's like you're the leader here that has the gifts to break the generational curse cycle. And I feel like you've been doing it. And it's probably exhausting as hell. But you know that this needs to be done so that, you know, no more pain and blockages and obstacles, you know, can affect the family. Because I feel like what's happening is affecting you. A lot of you can have an ancestor altar, or maybe some of you need to build that. Look up into it. Put it up on YouTube. You can find, you know, ways of how you want to make it, because the ancestor's altar is always supposed to be more personal into you. You just look at other people's altars as examples of how to do it, okay? But let's see what else is going on. But that's very powerful, though. Breaking these generational cycles, though. Anything else for pile 3? Their current, yep, look, inner child's coming right out. See, this is what you dealt with. This is what you're dealing with. Limiting beliefs here. Limiting beliefs here. Your inner child here. I'm telling you, it's been real for you guys, pile number 3. You've been through a lot here. Your inner child has been affected. Really, really bad here. You didn't even get to love your inner child here. I feel like some of you didn't even have a childhood here. Okay? You didn't know what it feels like to be a child. You could have been bullied a lot in school a lot. Looked at differently. Maybe because some of you talk different or you're unique, but people picked at that. Probably your own parents or your family members picked at that. I feel like there was some separation between you. You felt alone. But now you're connecting. Your inner child is screaming for that nurturing energy. And now you're realizing, well, being that my parents and loved ones can't give it to me, I got to nurture myself. I got to nurture him or her myself. You know what I mean? So I feel like that. And I feel like you had a cap on your limiting beliefs because of what you've been through. Maybe that's why you were so selfish and so guarded up. You know, maybe that's another reason why, you know, you don't believe in miracles here, you know, because of what you dealt with. But you are freeing yourself from these limiting beliefs here. You know that there's more to your life than what you were taught. And you are definitely pulling yourself out of this dark here. You are the light. You are the light child here. And honestly, I feel like if you dealt with a lot of negative family members that said bad things to you or treated you wrong or excluded you out, or it could be like you was in school and you were bullied, it's because you were the light source and they were dark and they were intimidated by that. But let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with being in that dark here. You got to have that balancement. So I feel like in your journey here, you're having a balancement of your light and your dark energy because you're also learning. It ain't nothing wrong with being in that dark. You're embracing it. So I feel like you guys are learning to embrace your fears, but you are pulling out that inner child out. Okay. Very, very powerful energy here. You guys definitely could be psychic and mediums here too. Very powerful vibes here. All right. What else is surrounding pile number 3 here, Spirit? What else is going on in their current journey here? Soul journey. What else they need to know for their highest good here? Yeah, 6 of Wands here. I definitely feel you are not playing. You are demanding respect here. And you're going to receive respect too because you're demanding respect here. Yep. We have the Hermit card. You could be a Virgo, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel like your journey, you've been doing a lot of healing. You could be a life path number 9, or you can be born in September as well too, or your birthday could be on the 9th. The 9 seem to be significant, but I feel like even here with this Hermit vibe here, you have taken time to self-reflect. I feel like you had a reality check. Something could have happened. That's usually how it is anyway when we walk on our journey and our path and it's time for us to awake and handle business. It's usually always something that happens towards us that it wakes us up. So I feel like you've been woken up here. You've been realizing, but I feel like you're not holding back anymore. You're coming out of your shell here. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here, but you are loving yourself here. You are no longer letting this toxic situation, Capricorn vibes here. You're no longer letting, you know, codependency issues or whatever you've been through with family put you down. Like, I feel like that. You're definitely loving yourself more too. You know, you're learning to love yourself more. Page of Swords, I feel like this is just about expression and creativity again with you. I feel like you are expressing yourself. I feel like you're writing, journaling more about your feelings here. I feel like also too, you are learning to, Two of Swords, you're facing your fears even more now. Because your fears has been haunting you more. Like it's been, and I don't like to say it's haunting you, but it's a way of getting your attention. That's the whole point of fear too. Fear is going to do shit to scare you. You know, but sometimes fear don't realize like, damn, well, can you like, you know, put a happy face next to it because it'll make you run, right? Because you're running from it. But I feel like you're learning to face your fears because this Devil card and 2 of Swords just gives me facing your fears here. And I feel like what made you wake up, it could be something you found out with that Page of Swords and it woke you up, like, you know, and now you're like, no, the time is now here. Like, I'm going to sit with my fear. There's a card. I don't even think it's on this deck. No, it's not. It's on one of my decks I have. It's not on this deck. I'm trying to check real quick and see if it's on here. But it's not in this deck here. But it's a card I have and it shows that it's a lady sitting down with shadow work. Yeah, it's not in this deck. And she's sitting and having dinner with her shadow. And I feel like that's the card I'm seeing. Like you're sitting down and you're having dinner with your shadow opposes you running from it this time, okay? That's powerful. Let's see what else you need to know. What else is surrounding Pile 3 Spirit on their journey? What else can they expect for their highest good here? Personal growth. I wanted to come out. Yep, personal growth here. VIP here. Don't forget to put yourself first. That's really important here. You're growing. You're taking care of yourself. You're very intuitive. You're learning to trust yourself more. not so much the negative subconscious. Look, the nines, that said the nines was very significant here. You're releasing what no longer serves you, okay? You have an incoming voicemail here. That's kind of giving me the vibe of the Page of Swords. I feel like you might hear something, and I feel like it's just going to give you a wake-up call to say, okay, I can't do this shit anymore. I need change here. Anything else for Pile 3 on their journey? Thank you. Yep, we have spiders. Spiders could be significant here. Maybe some of you have a fear of spiders, but maybe the fear of spiders could be deeper to what you dealt with in your childhood, but it's saying time to weave your wishes into reality here. So I feel like you guys have a reality check and you're like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. You have an extra card that's coming out. This definitely could be surrounding you guys too. You guys getting hired in the next 2 weeks here. Okay, so a new job is coming in, new you. Okay, I just really feel like you're turning a new leaf on life here. I almost forgot these cards here, guys. I almost, I knew something was missing. Y'all would have went off on me and say, hey, you didn't give me these cards. You gave the other pile of cards. What else is surrounding Pile 2 here? Okay, so we got the 2 again. You see how we have the 2 of Swords, and then we have the flamingo that gives me the 2 of Cups vibes here. Look, having more fun with life. I feel like Pile 3, you don't even really get to have fun. It's always stressing. But now you're going to start having fun and connecting with high vibrational peoples because you're connecting with your higher self here. Anything else for Pile 3? Yep, it's giving that hermit vibe here. Look how we have the 2s here. 2s are significant in 9. Reflection. Yeah, you're definitely self-reflecting here. You're self-reflecting. You're definitely getting connected with self. You're not running from it anymore. Mirror work is really deep too, like mirror manifestation and mirror healing. If you look that up here on YouTube, you'll see that, and it's very powerful because I feel like you guys have the gifts to do that. Okay, so we also have Crowley Shell. Okay, a lot of you can have you definitely can and your ancestors, you have like a powerful African tribe here. I feel for some of you in Pile 3, but look at that, we have abundance here. This is beautiful. You guys are abundance, and you guys are going to bring that abundance in your life here. You are. I feel like Pile 3, you have a very beautiful journey in life ahead of you, okay? I'm telling you, I know you've been through hell and back here, but I feel like there's major turns that's getting ready to happen for your life here because you're finally doing something about it. Yeah. We have sound frequency. Yeah, you're waking up the soul here. You're listening to what the soul is saying to you. The soul sings to you. The soul speaks to you. Soul even speaks to you through music, you know. A lot of you could be music lovers too because the disco ball is hearing here too. Some of you could have been born in the 70s. Yeah, look at that. Letting your light shine. See, you are the light source here. You're the light source and you're stepping out. Look, you're divinely guided and protected here. You can put yourself out that jar. You guys been keeping yourself in a jar for so long because you've been afraid to prevail and show the world the real you. It's safe now. You're safe. Okay? You guys have a big story to tell. You guys could be writers too. I could see you guys writing or telling your stories by pictures or something like that. But you have a story to tell that I feel like it will uplift and inspire others. Here's your affirmations here. Today I will look ahead. Today I will see my future, and it is a beautiful life, and I'm looking forward to it. It really is. Today I am powerful. Today I know that I have the power and wisdom to accomplish everything I choose to do. Yeah, period. I love this. Beautiful energy for you guys here. And I love this because it seems like everybody's affirmation card went with what their reading was about here. So yours say here, you only live once, which is beautiful here. So I hope this resonated for you, Pile 3, for your highest good. Until next time, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye for now.